Okay, so I was able to watch Miss Marvel episode 2 finally. I was going to watch it yesterday, no time. I was going to watch it today, finally got the chance to watch it and do a review for it. This is a spoiler, my spoiler thoughts on the episode as a whole. Look, not a lot happens in this episode. Not a lot happens. Not a lot of story progression in this episode. Uh, until the very end, of course. Uh, Look, she's trying to practice her powers. She's trying to harness them. She's trying to perfect them. She has lights that turn to solid almost. She's like throwing these platforms out where she can run around. Her hand could become a huge hand and a huge fist. So she's able to do it. She's able to do it with these powers and get okay at them. She hasn't completely perfected them yet, but in this episode, this is the training montage sort of episode where she does some stuff. She's running around, she's trying to get in shape, she's trying to get stronger, she's going to the gym. So that's going on. I thought that was pretty entertaining. But a lot of the episode is kind of boring. It kind of really just weighs heavily on the fact where they go to church, or whatever their version of church is called, and they're going to anoint a new president of the church, or something or other. I have no idea. But there's an election going on, I guess, and Kamala's friend wants to be uh, she wants to be chosen. She wants to be elected. So she's handing out flyers all over the place at this party, at this big shebang that goes down. I don't know if it's a tradition or what, but there's a party that takes place in the show. They go to that. Somebody starts to fall. This kid, he's taking pictures off the high tower, basically almost falls out the window. She uses her power. She gets the kid to safety, but she keeps having these flashes of her great grandmother, her grandmother, something along those lines. Someone who is related to her mother's sister, maybe her mother's mother, something like that, who had the bracelet. She's having visions of her, and at the end of the episode, we see her. She gets in the car. She gets picked up by the guy she likes. This is another thing that sort of bogs down the episode. Is she becomes head over heels over this guy she meets, and he's going to give her driving lessons and all that. She's going goo goo gaga for him, and he says at the end of the episode, like, meet my mother or something like that. So I don't know. I'm a little. We'll see. There's a lot going on that I'm just trying to pick up the pieces. But I mean, it was entertaining. The ending, like the last 10 minutes. I mean, when they get to this thing, she's asking the people about her relative. Everybody's being very secretive about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's this crazy, terrible thing. She was able to harness these powers or whatever. She shunned. She was shunned from her family. This relative. So it's interesting. I want more into that story, and I think the next episode we're going to get it. Um, the one thing to note, though, there's an interrogation scene in this episode where the girl who was going to win the contest, the suit contest in the last episode, she gets saved by Miss Marvel. Kamala saves her in that, so she'd been interrogated here. And the guy walks in, and it's the same interrogator from No Way Home, who's interrogating Ned, interrogating MJ, interrogating Peter, which I thought was great to see that character. I love the way that the MCU connects itself. It's all connected. And I just love seeing that character. The woman that comes in didn't recognize her, but they get a whiff of a new being that's got super abilities, and they want to get to the bottom of it. So they try to capture her. At the end of it, when she saves the guy, it creates a lot of attention. She's running. She's able to escape. She runs over the car. And that's when the guy picks her up. Um, but yeah, I mean, a lot of this is just her dealing with the vision that she's having of the woman. She blacked out at the dinner table. But I love the performance of her mother. I think the father is really good. I love the family dynamic. It's just the relationship dynamic. She's a teenager. She really likes this boy, and you get that a lot in this episode. And I think that was some of the most ineffective stuff um, in it in this episode. Her friend as well didn't really mind him. Last episode, I didn't know how to feel about him. This episode, I like him more. He's not just a know-it-all in this. He's the friend. He gets offered an opportunity to go to this new super duper school, and he gets into, and he has to make the decision. So all this is going to play out. But yeah, I like the episode. It's not as good as the pilot. Definitely not as good as the pilot. But I mean, I liked it overall. It was okay. I'm definitely interested to see what's going to happen. What's going to happen next? Ilam Volani, I believe, is the actress who plays Kamala Khan. She's so damn good in the show. I mean, she's so likable. She's so energetic. I mean, there's a scene where she comes home after one night at the party with this guy, and she's dancing around the house, and she's in her own world. I mean, it was just like incredible. I mean, if you've seen The Last Night in Soho, the Edgar Wright film, the way that opens, that character, Thomasin McKenzie's character, is dancing around her house, music playing in her head or the record player or whatever. It's very similar. She comes in, she's dancing around, she's so good, she's so charismatic. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to see what happens next. I mean, next week we got episode 3 of this. We got the Obi-Wan finale. So definitely lots of really good stuff to look forward to on the TV side. Still haven't watched Stranger Things season 4, but I plan on watching that soon. I'll give you guys my thoughts on season 4, volume 1, I believe they're calling it. But regardless, comment down below. Did you watch episode 2 of Miss Marvel? What'd you think? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, for everything I mentioned so far. Reviews, reactions, update videos coming in the future. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at RyanKing72 and Instagram at KingOfRises131. And guys, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my spoiler review for episode 2 of Miss Marvel. And until next time, over and out.